As you'll see, when he goes back and he sits down and back, he's loading the hamstrings. He's loading the glutes on the back side of the hip. So as he comes up, it's not just knee extension, but hip extension as well. That's why we love this exercise. It's going to give you a ton of bang for your buck. So again, great technique. He's up tall, sitting back, knees out, and then standing up, finishing nice and tall as well. The front squat, if you guys are going to pick one exercise to start building your legs, this is what we'd recommend. The next exercise we're going to demonstrate is a Romanian deadlift, or RDL for short. Now this is a fantastic exercise because it's really going to isolate the glutes and the hamstrings on the back side of your body. So I'm going to have Craig go ahead and pick up the dumbbells here, and I want to give you a few coaching points, or really setup points, before you get into the exercise. If you can imagine, we're going to work on the glutes and the hamstrings in this exercise, and what you're going to focus on is pushing the hips back. So to do that, you want soft knees, you don't want them locked, and you want a nice neutral spine position top to bottom. So once he's set here, you can see as he pushes his hips back, you guys can imagine his glutes, how they're getting stretched out. You can imagine his hamstrings, how they're getting stretched out. And then to finish the movement, he's going to pop his hips through at the top. So that's why if you've ever done these before and your hamstrings are like super sore the next day, this is why, because you're going through a full range of motion and you're really loading the hamstrings eccentrically, or you're lengthening them out. And that's what's going to give you that nice stretch, that's what's going to give you the soreness, and that's what's going to give you the growth and the development you're looking for. The next exercise we're going to cover is a lunge. And the reason we've chosen this is because as soon as you go from 2 legs to 1, it's just going to change the stress on your muscles just a little bit. So Craig's going to go ahead and grab the dumbbells here. And to perform a lunge, he's up nice and tall. He's going to take a big step forward. He's going to land on his heel and push back. The reason we've chosen a lunge is because it's using every muscle in your body, or every muscle in your leg. As he takes a step out, his quads, you can see his vastus lateralis, his rectus femoris, his vastus medialis. They're going to help him extend his knee when he comes back. As he takes that step out again, his hamstrings are pulling him down, and then they're going to help him come back out of the bottom. So you guys get a feel for, you're using all the big muscles, but you're also using those smaller stabilizing muscles like your adductors and your small glute muscles as well. Give me one more rep. So he's got to control his knee position long ways through his bone, so that's where his glutes and his adductors are coming into play. So even though they're not creating a lot of movement, they're controlling motion, and that's what's really critical in this movement. The final exercise we're going to cover here today is just your standard standing calf raise. Now, we're going to demonstrate it using body weight, but feel free, if you're doing this at home, you can use dumbbells, you can use a barbell, or even a standing calf raise machine. So I'm going to go ahead and have Craig just pick up this easy curl bar and use that to steady himself. And the best thing about a standing calf raise, or really most calf raise variations in general, they're very hard to do wrong. They're not very complex. In this case, you can see he's got his knee nice and straight, because remember, we're targeting the gastroc here. And what I want him to do, go ahead, get a full range of motion, really stretch out the gastroc and that Achilles tendon, and then come up nice and tall, getting a nice squeeze at the top. One of the big cues that I use in this case is that as you come down and you stretch, give that stretch a second or two, because the Achilles tendon stores a lot of energy. So if you're just bouncing up and down, you're not going to maximize your muscle growth. So get a nice stretch in the bottom, a nice squeeze at the top, and that's going to help you maximize your calf development. Now with that being said, don't forget, this is just a small sample of the exercises. Make sure you check out the entire program to see all the exercises that we've included for your training. After watching this video, you may be feeling just a little bit overwhelmed. And if that's the case, trust me guys, I get it. We've covered a ton of information. But with that, I hope you guys are starting to have a good understanding of just how important your hips, your thighs, and your lower leg muscles are. Don't forget, we covered 5 big muscle groups and 17 individual muscles. So don't be afraid, go back, watch this video again to make sure you're getting all the information out of it. When you guys start to put it all together, you can start to have a really strong understanding of just why we're spending so much time on our legs. Again, it's half your body. If you're not spending the time and the energy to learn this stuff, you're not going to be able to take it to the gym and apply it to get maximal muscle growth and development. Don't forget to check out the entire Built by Science program, which is going to give you a full training template for your workouts going forward.
Learn muscular anatomy, biomechanics, the skeletal system, muscle function, and the best exercises to build lean mass. Knowledge is power. Know yourself to build yourself. Build yourself with the best. Mind, muscle, masterpiece.